Hey everybody, I'm Evan Hammonds for bloodhorse.com. I'd like to welcome you all to After the Wire, where there was a stampede of great races at Saratoga during the meet's final weekend, and there were some races at Del Mar that had some Breeders' Cup implications as well. First, let's close up shop at the Spa. Now the Woodward used to be one of the keystone races of the Belmont Championship meet, but was moved to anchor the stand at the Spa once they stretched the August place to be to the Labor Day weekend. And horsemen's demand for more space between races, advancing up to the Breeders' Cup Classic, pushed the timeline. Now this year's field brought together a solid group that wasn't as strong as the field that was on hand for the Whitney, and it was a chance for Mucho Macho Man to earn his first Grade 1 victory. Now the old racing maxim says, Grade 1 horses win Grade 1 races, and perhaps that's why Mucho Macho Man was denied at the end of a challenging stretch run to the improving To Honor and Serve. Now tracking the pace, To Honor and Serve was wide into the first turn, but he had the garden spot down the backside, and after 6 furlongs and 110 and change. Now he got the first jump on Mucho Macho Man, and he showed guts and determination when it counted. Now while he might not be very wide up front, he's fairly narrow up front compared to his sire Bernardini. He showed he has a big heart. Cease, who was the type who's totally reliant on the pace to close into, closed for third. Now Stay Thirsty, also by Bernardini, was a little overhyped at 9-2 in this field and finished 5th, 4 1/4 lengths off the winner. Now last fall, To Honor and Serve was right there in the mix in the Breeders' Cup Classic until the 8th pole, and then he wound up finishing 7th, just about 3 1/2 lengths off of Drosselmeyer and Game On Dude. Now after the Woodward, we know that 9 furlongs is right in his wheelhouse, but we're still not sold on him getting 1 1/4 miles. Also at the Spa, George Bolton, Stone Street, and Spendthrift's Dominus was making his turf debut in the Bernard Baruch, but he hails from one of the stoutest turf female families in the stud book. He gave him the slip early, and we've seen this all summer long. How many graded stakes are we going to see where the leader gets a 48 or 48 and change or even a 50 as slower opening first half? I mean, it's happening all the time now. Now with the ability to throw down a 22-1 final quarter and a final 16th that was less than 6 seconds, Dominus showed he sure has a big future on the grass, especially at that trip. They ran the Bernard Baruch at 1.16 miles. Now the scratch of Shackelford took a little luster off the forego, but Emcee was able to shine after pressing a 22-3 opening quarter and a 45-2 opening half. When they turned for home, it looked like he was going to duke it out with Jersey Town in the lane, but he found another gear with a 12 flat final 8th. He left the others grasping at air as they were trying to reel him in. Now congratulations go out to owner Maggie Moss for her and So Many Ways in their great performance in the Spinaway on Sunday. Moss has been involved with horses for a long time, starting first with equestrian events, Grand Prix circuit. So it was great to see her get that first Grade 1 victory with a horse that she bought as a yearling for $22,000. Now the rail at Saratoga was not the place to be over the weekend, and that may or may not have had anything to do with the demise of the 4-5 favorite in the Spinaway, that was Team Pauline. And a 45 opening half shouldn't have been a killer here, but apparently it was. Now, as good as So Many Ways looked, I think she still has a way to go should she go toe-to-toe with Executive Privilege come Breeders' Cup time. The daughter of First Samurai showed patience and resolve in the lane to win the Del Mar debutante at the same 7 furlongs as the Spinaway. She'll also have home court advantage for the Breeders' Cup World Championships at Santa Anita this fall. Now the win was the 7th in the debutante for Hall of Fame trainer Bob Baffert. Our condolences go out to Bob on the loss of his father on Sunday. I'd like to thank everybody for watching After the Wire. Come back and see us real soon.